Okay, so no matter what your kitchen looks like right now, I believe, even if it looks like this, worse, I believe you could declutter it in 15 minutes today. And I'm gonna show you the exact method how. You just need 3 predetermined categories, permission for this one thing, and a driving reason to do it, to know why it's so important. And I'll even add in a layer of accountability for you. Well, hi, I'm Dawn from The Minimal Mom. If we haven't met before, I'm married to Tom and we have 4 kids, ages 7 through 12, and we have enjoyed living as minimalists for 7 or 8 years now. And it is so good. And having a simplified kitchen makes it so that you cook more and you clean less. Your kitchen is so easy to tidy and to take care of. And so I really want that for you too. This room, simplifying this room has made all the difference in our house. So today I'm gonna show you how we can do it super quickly. I'm gonna tell you 3 things you need to get, and I really need you to actually get them if you are serious about decluttering your kitchen in 15 minutes. So you need 2 cardboard boxes and a black trash bag. We're all out of black. I can't believe it. I don't normally let that happen. Like Peter Walsh says, if you don't have a lot of time to declutter, the way that you counteract that is to have predetermined categories. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna label these boxes and how that makes all the difference in what we're gonna do today. It's gonna take all of the emotion out of it. It's wonderful. The other thing we need is to know why this is so important. Like, Dawn, yeah, it would be nice to have my kitchen decluttered, but at the end of the day, what's the big deal? And last week I shared that interview with Dr. John Deloney, and he talked about how when our house is cluttered, not only does it stress us out, it actually makes us feel unsafe. And so if you've ever wondered why when your kitchen is a mess, like you don't want to cook, you don't really want to be in it, it's because this is incredibly stressful. And you add that to all the stress that comes at us from like outside of our home, it's too much. And so if our kitchen, which is really like the heart of our home for most of us, if we can make that a safe, peaceful place to be, we're gonna enjoy cooking more, we're gonna enjoy spending time with our family in there more, and you're gonna find that it is so easy to keep clean. Okay, so that's the why. So it's kind of important, right? But I know we all have limited time or energy, or we just worry about making mistakes, or we get hard on ourselves when we go to declutter the kitchen. So we want someone to guide us through it, right? Let's do that today. I totally forgot to tell you the other good news about this method too. You can do it when your kitchen is a mess. Isn't that awesome? Because often we feel like, oh, I should get my kitchen cleaned up before I try to declutter it. Nope, you can do it when it's a mess. In fact, the mess is gonna give us clues about what to declutter. We want to label these 2 boxes. If they're different sizes, we're gonna label the bigger one for donations and the smaller one for time will tell. Time really does tell us if we should be keeping things or not. And then we have our garbage bag. Let me show you how this works, how we're gonna use our clutter and our mess in our kitchen to give us clues about what to declutter to get us started and to get the ball rolling. Let's start over here by our coffee maker. Okay, so often why our kitchen gets cluttered and stuff stays out, or it's not easy to tidy up at the end of the day, is because it has to be just as easy to put stuff away as it is to leave it out. If you chronically have things sitting out, like say by your coffee maker, that's a good sign that there's not an easy spot to put it away. Now, if I take like this box of K-Pods and I'm like, okay, I need to find an easier spot for this, what I want to do is say, this is where I use it. So ideally it needs to be right here. Again, it has to be as easy to put this away as it is to leave it out. So logic would tell us it needs to be somewhere right here. Okay, so I'm looking at my spaces. I'm not going to put it up there. This cabinet down here would be the next logical spot to put it. So now I'm using this to guide me because I need to find a spot for this, and not only find a spot, but it has to only be like half to 2/3 full, because that's what makes it easy to put away. If I have to move stuff around, again, easier to leave it out, not easy to put it away. So we need to free up a lot of room. Okay, so I'm looking in here, and then I can say like, oh, let's look at this miscellaneous bin here that is taking up precious real estate. What is this? I don't even know. This is in a box. Oh yeah, so this is something I just took from my grandma when I was leaving her house. I didn't actually want it. That is for sure going into the donation box. This I use this. Do you know how long I've been keeping this thinking I'm gonna use it? I don't know. Like, I still have an attachment to it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna miss it, so I'm gonna put this in my time will tell bin. So what we're doing is we have our predetermined categories of time will tell, donate, and trash. And so if I hold something up and I have not used it in the past year, that means that it's not serving the current season that I'm in. I feel like I get kind of intense with this. I'll slow down a little bit because I want you to have a decluttered kitchen because it is so awesome. I'm gonna hold something up. If I have not used it in the past year, that is my signal. It does not matter if I spent money on it, I thought I was gonna use it. It means that it's not serving me in my current season of life. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with the immersion blender. It's just a clear sign that it doesn't fit in my kitchen for this season. And that is totally fine. So this, it either is gonna go in the donation or the time will tell bin. Again, we're using these predetermined categories. So I might be like, I just don't know if I can donate it yet. Okay, time will tell bin, no worries. I'm not getting hung up on anything in here. These other couple things in here, I think I'm gonna just throw these into the time will tell too. And then, do you know what's so cool about that? Once I empty out the gross stuff in the bottom, wow, now I can put my toaster into this handy little bin. I'll have to relabel it toaster. And now it is so much easier to pull the toaster in and out because it's in a bin. And does that fit like perfectly? Awesome. My toaster functions better now. And you can't really see it in here, but I have freed up a very nice, very easy to get to spot to put my K-pods now. So this is what we're needing to do, is to prioritize our current season and how we're cooking and using our kitchen, and that's how we're setting it up. It doesn't matter what we got for our wedding, what we did 3 years ago, what season are we in now, and that is how we are decluttering our kitchen. Okay, let's find a couple other examples. All right, next I wanna talk about free pass day with the garbage bag. I think I have a video on the guilt-free timer, but basically, can we just give ourselves permission for one day to throw stuff away, even if potentially it could be donated or someone else could use it or whatever the case may be? Because the truth is me getting one full garbage bag of extra stuff out of my kitchen is gonna drastically change how my kitchen feels. On the other hand, one bag of trash of stuff that could potentially have been donated or recycled or whatever, shared with a coworker, I don't know, it's not gonna make a major impact on the environment. I don't wanna be wasteful, I don't wanna be careless, I wanna leave the earth in a better place for our kids, right? Like all of that. But today, right here now, I need breathing room. I need to prioritize my mental health, how my kitchen feels and functions, my relationship with my family, over a bag of garbage. Here's what I mean. As you're looking at, again, and why it's okay to do this in a messy kitchen, as we're looking at maybe the stuff on our counter, I'm gonna see things like this. We don't need this cup anymore. And there's some other garbage on here. In the past, I'd be like, okay, I should wash this, I should put it through the dishwasher and then I'll donate it. What's the problem? It comes through the dishwasher and it doesn't get donated. And for me right now in a busy season, any little thing like this can totally derail my decluttering. If I put it in the garbage bag right now, it's done. I walk it out to the garbage can, it is done. However, if I put this off and say, oh, I need to wash it and donate it, it's not done. It's still floating out there, it's not done. I want you to be done with your kitchen in 15 minutes, or at least have it way better. Again, we're talking about this idea of things need to be just as easy to put away as they are to leave out. So I'm looking at like, okay, why are the bread and tortilla chips always sitting out when there's a drawer right here that they're supposed to go into? Great question. Let's take a look at the drawer. Maybe there's too much stuff in there. Okay, well this drawer doesn't actually look that bad, so maybe my family was just being lazy and not putting stuff away. But I do see a few things in here, like these things came with our NutriBullet. I've never used these once. I have used this lid, so I'm gonna keep this. Again, I'm not even gonna donate these. I'm gonna throw them in the garbage, and that is totally okay. And then I'm gonna look through anything else. I think those ones are okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, everything else just didn't get put away, and that happens too. Okay, I wanna show you my 4-burner trick for simplifying pots and pans next. But just so you know, I like literally told the kids last night and this morning, don't clean up the kitchen. Like I'm gonna do a video in there. So it is super easy to stay on top of our kitchen now that we have it simplified, even though there are 6 of us using it all day. We're all home all the time. And so I don't have amazing kids and spouse that just automatically do everything. I have a kitchen with very low inventory, and that's how I keep up on it and that's how they keep up on it too. Okay, let's talk about pots and pans. What I recommend doing is using your stove as a template to declutter your pots and pans. And so what we're gonna do is we are gonna take our 4 favorite pots and pans that we use all the time, and we're gonna put them on the burners, and then we're gonna have 1 extra. So what I'm basically doing is encouraging you to simplify down to just 5 pots or pans. And I know many are gonna be like, that is absurd. But I really want to encourage you to try it, because I've done this with many others now, and 99% of the time, it's like the response is, wow, that's actually all we need. But the beautiful part is that then you don't have dishes stacked up by the sink, you don't have tons of dirty pots and pans on here, and your cabinet or cupboard, wherever you keep your pots and pans, is so much easier to take stuff in and out of. I don't expect you to like believe me right away until you've had a time to try this a little bit. So use your time will tell bin and put any extras into there if you don't have the confidence yet to declutter them, and just try it out. And I really think it's gonna work well for you too. And it's okay to put dirty pots and pans on the stove. Like if they're like, I'm seeing one over by the sink right now that we use, totally okay. We're just using it as placeholders to see what we need. And I don't even use the 5th one. Like 2 frying pans, a smaller pot and a bigger pot, they all have lids too. It's all we need. All 6 of us, home, all the time. It's seriously all that we need. All right, so we got the pots and pans decluttered. We're getting our surfaces cleared off, looking for clues for that. We're okay just throwing stuff away today. And now let's talk about a sign that you might have too many dishes. So if you ever end up with dishes stacked up next to the sink, it might just be a sign that you have too many. So for us, I talked about it in our recent kitchen reset video, but we have 1 place setting per person in our household, not a lot of mugs and cups, because I wasn't good at staying on top of the dishes. So if we have a lower inventory of dishes, they have to get washed every day or we don't have dishes tomorrow. And for me, that works so well. So what I want to encourage you today is that if this has been a problem for you, it happens to a lot of us, then we have 2 options. We can get in the habit of running the dishwasher every night, but again, I was never successful at that, or we can just limit our dishes. And so this, we want to wash them first. If there's any you can clearly throw away, go ahead and toss those. But then let's run them through the dishwasher and take out duplicates, extras, you know, the water bottles, the cups that we get random places that just creep in, all this stuff that wasn't intentionally brought into our kitchen. Let's go ahead and either donate it or put it in the time will tell bin. And your kitchen is going to feel so much better, and you're never gonna have big stacks of dishes next to the sink again. That is the best feeling. Okay, let's talk about kitchen appliances, because this can free up massive real estate, and again, make it so easy to put away pantry items and grocery items and that type of stuff that we actually use every single day. So we're really gonna lean on our rules now, because I know the guilt that creeps in. I'm gonna look at each appliance. Have I used it in the past year? If not, there is no exception. If not, it is going into one of my 3 predetermined categories. So I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna say, I have not used this in the past year. That means it has to go in the donation, time will tell, or garbage. So which one, it's just which one am I gonna put it in? Okay, I'm still not 100% sure. I'm gonna put it in the time will tell bin. On to the next one. Have I used this in the last year? No, okay, you know what? I don't. I could sell it on Marketplace. I don't have time to sell stuff on Marketplace. I'm gonna donate it and hope that I am just planting super great seeds. I hope someone else is blessed by it. I hope they're excited when they see it at the thrift store. I am just gonna donate it because I'm not wasting any more of my precious energy and bandwidth on inanimate objects, on stuff. My priority right now is my peace of mind and my family's peace of mind. See, I'm getting like worked up again. I know how much this stuff like hangs us up, right? And how it can make us feel not good about ourselves and feel like we've been wasteful or impulsive or whatever. We all do it. It's totally fine. Take your kitchen back though, because it's gonna feel so good and you're never gonna have to be taunted by the dumb thing you bought again if you just get rid of it today. All right, so I have one more area where I wanna look at what the clues are telling me. I bought these groceries yesterday and they have not gotten put away, which usually means that our pantry cabinet over here is getting a little bit full. So what I wanna do is look through quick and see if I have acquired any random groceries that we're not gonna use, because it's still, I'm a lot better now, but it still happens every once in a while. Like I'm even seeing this right here. I really thought I was gonna use that for a recipe. And I haven't. So right now, the season we're in, I'm just gonna put this on our extra grocery shelves in the basement, because it would be more of a thing like, if we ran out of all of our food, we would eat this. So I'm gonna throw it down there because it's still perfectly fine. And this is a little bit expensive, but I'm gonna look and see if there's any other like random things that either can just get donated, get out of here, because I need to have space in here to move stuff around for it to function well, or if there's anything else I can just move down to the basement. That's why we keep our extra and emergency storage in the basement, because it has to function well up here, or this is what happens, right? Stuff doesn't get put away. I just realized we can't be done yet. We better talk about food storage containers real quick. Okay, so here is a fast way to go through your food storage containers. Match up the lid with the bottom. Again, if there's any you don't want, throw it in the recycling or garbage. Match up the lids so that they're on it. Set the space where you keep it. For us, it's like the third shelf in this cabinet. Put as many as fit in there. If you have any other extras that are really nice, put them in your time will tell bin, put the rest in the garbage or recycling, and move on with life. Okay, so there's kind of a lot in this. So I wanna make a printable, and I'll put a link down below if you wanna grab that and just have a little bit of like a written guide as you go through your kitchen. But again, I think the biggest thing I want to encourage you is to set up your kitchen for your current season of life. How are you cooking and using your kitchen right now? And if there's things that you've used in seasons past, then let's either pack it away and move it out of our kitchen for now, or be willing to donate it and let it go, trusting that as we continue to promote peace and our own mental health inside of our house, that if that season comes back around, you'll be able to get the stuff again too. And then as far as accountability, if you've made it this far in the video, I would love to celebrate with you. If you are able to get your kitchen decluttered really quickly, if you send me an email, I'll put the email down below, I will personally reply back to you and celebrate with you, because I just think this is so important. So if at all possible, like if you send before and after pictures, those are the best, right? I love seeing them. You should have them like for your own records. So if you want to send a before and after picture, or just a picture of like the boxes that you're decluttering, I would love to see that and to celebrate with you. So again, that email will be down below along with a link for that printable, but you are worth it. Don't let the stuff in our kitchens hold us hostage anymore. Your kitchen is truly going to become the heart of your home, and it is going to be a really great place to be. And I will link to that guilt-free timer video, because that's another great video to watch after this one too if you need a little bit more motivation. I love you. I hope you have a really good day, and I'll see you again soon.